Clark, great guards tonight for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball-handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, you know, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Siakam with it. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Siakam. Drains the 19-footer.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Pass to Doncic. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Inside, here's Powell. The rebound by Ibaka.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
The three-pointer is right on target.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Now, here's Doncic. To stop the run. Knocked away.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Wide open. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Lights out here right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
The three ball. Toronto grabs the miss.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Took him no time at all on that one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get. These good looks.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
Outside Hardaway. From deep. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Lowry from outside. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Now, here's Lowry. Offline with his 3. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The 3 from Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. And year 3, the best of Dorian Finney-Smith's career.
Yeah, you know, he upped his scoring rate, guys, and rebounding. He became more efficient and undrafted out of college, played his college ball at Florida, and he's made himself a nice home in the NBA.
good on both.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Porzingis comes with the double team, and the Raptors miss again.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Mavericks trailed by 6. Unloads. Kept alive. Here's Finney Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, who are a few under-the-radar guys who really get it done scoring the ball at that forward position?
Well, I tell you what, a couple of names that come to mind. Bogan Bogdanovic,
yes,
outstanding scorer. Gallinari, and then John Collins, the young fellow down in Atlanta. Those 3 guys are all a little bit undervalued as scorers.
Toronto leading by 4. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. To the paint. The kick out to Wright. Dallas again missing. Here's Davis. Guarded by Kerr. And it's Davis missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Mavericks. A wide open look here for Wright. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to McCaw. Fires for 3. The Raptors rebound. It's Powell on the wing. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Wright outside. Jackson with it. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Raptors leading by 4. It's Powell on the wing. Over Jackson. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Trying to get something going. And it's Davis missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. That's a 2 from Powell. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
The first free throw is good. That one drops. He ties it up. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside, Davis. Can't hit from the elbow. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
And the Raptors with the ball. Pass to Boucher. And he goes in for the dunk.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23, and he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. And it's the Mavericks on the break. It's deflected. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And he makes good on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And with the physical gifts that Hollis Jefferson has, he plays a lot bigger than his listed height.
Pass to Kleba. From deep three-point range. No good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Down low. Here's Boucher.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Kleba. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
To the middle. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Raptors now. Mavericks trail by 10. Pass to Brunson. That's tipped. Curry outside. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the Raptors miss again.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Jackson misses. And here's Toronto. It's been 10 unanswered points. Pass to Powell. High post, Davis. The layup off target.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
McCaw grabs the miss. Raptors leading by 10. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Hollis Jefferson. To the inside. Oh, that was terrific.
Man, my goodness. Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
And Davis sends it back. Fast break, here we go. Here's Boucher. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's the Raptors' ball. A nice run going 12 in a row. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Offensive rebound. Pass to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Boucher. That one rolling around and rims out. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Dallas. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And it's good, 2 points. Powell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors. Here's Brunson. Off target from outside. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Davis on the wing. They grab their own miss. Lets the three fly. No good on that one.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Toronto, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they... Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback. Though is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around, but some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Now Powell. Lots of room. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Powell looking more and more comfortable with his jump shot. I like seeing him pull up from here.
Raptors leading by 12. Pass to Van Vliet. High post to Baca. Banked in off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Outside Lowry. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. All sorts of time. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for Siakam. Doncic feeling it out. Shoots. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. Porzingis can't hit. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. Raptors leading by 14. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, one star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. No good on the three. Here's Wright. Here's Porzingis. Here's Doncic. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And here are the Raptors now. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Fires it up. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Powell. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Toronto leading by 16. Ibaka right side. Powell with the steal. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Doncic outside. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
The Mavericks have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good. Now out of Canada by way of Stanford University, 6'11" power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner, very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And, Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
And again, Toronto no up. Mavericks trailed by 13. Knocks it loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Here's Lowry. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Van Vliet. The offensive rebound. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
And it's Wright with the ball for Dallas. 19-point game. It's Curry outside. The rebound by Ibaka.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Lowry brings the double. Pass to Curry. Shoots over Van Vliet. Curry's shot is good.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Right wing. Here's Anunoby. The wing jumper off target.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Hardaway from outside. And so it's Toronto with a 19-point advantage heading in. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so here is Dallas, trailing by 19. But they get it back. Three-pointer. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Lowry. And now we've got the intentional foul. Pass to Van Vliet. Siakam, right side.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end. Does a nice job staying in position and contesting and challenging the shot without fouling.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Dallas making a switch here. Lowry can't get it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Right for three. Dallas again missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And that one's good. Right.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Ibaka with the ball. Guarded by Wright. Here's Anunoby. Shoots over Powell. And the Raptors miss again. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his third foul of the game. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, Dallas. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Lowry inside the line. No good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Now, here's Doncic. And stolen by Siakam. The three. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Hardaway. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
The rebound by Ibaka.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. I mean, you got to be honest. So the transition defense just has been lacking.
Yeah, fast break points all over the place. I mean, at some point, you've got to make the commitment to sprint back and then slow them down and stop the ball.
Here's Finney-Smith. That shot missing. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Lowry from outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
They double him with Siakam. Doncic, no good.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Out to the wing. Siakam. And too long on the shot. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Plenty of space. Again, Toronto.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
To the left wing. Here's Van Vliet. The Raptors rebound. Left side Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. Van Vliet can't get it to go. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Here's Van Vliet. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Over Siakam. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Toronto.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Pascal Siakam.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
The free throw off from Porzingis. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim. Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Down low to the left side wing. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you, what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's Anunoby. The three-pointer, no good. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Barea. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? He could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Lee outside. From deep. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team and the Jazz start out with the ball. High post, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovic, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete.
Kept alive. Outside for Redick. Williams can't hit. And here's Utah. Pass to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. And here is Mitchell. From deep. Drops in the tray. And growing up a young child in the violence of Croatia during the Yugoslav wars, Doris, Bogdanovic said it affected everyone.
Not only that, Kevin, but think about it. This is a young man who at 16 years of age left his home on his own to go play pro basketball in Madrid. And what does it translate to? Well, he can now speak 4 languages. I'll tell you this, Bogey knows a thing or two about resiliency. Boy, guys, you think about it, a very respectable 50 wins for the Jazz last year. That's a 5 seed in the absolute brutal West. But now what do you think? The playoffs, when it counts the most, you bowed out in 5 games to the Houston Rockets.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. Here's Ball, and the shot goes in.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
And the Jazz front office said, we have a very good team, but we don't have a great team. So with that in mind, Doris, how do they get there?
Well, I think, Kevin, obviously you begin with Donovan Mitchell, who had experienced some growing pains in year 2. You have to adjust to having that bullseye on your back.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Here's Ingram. Six to shoot. And the Pelicans miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside Bogdanovich. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock. Back to O'Neal. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Holiday surveying the floor. Gobert with the block.
This is Gobert's specialty. Twice on the pipes from the stifled tower.
The wide open look here for Ingles. No good on the 3. Outside Holiday. Paul with a wide open look. From outside off the mark. Utah leading. Knocked loose. Okafor with the steal. Bounce pass Holiday. Pass to Redick. Back to Ingram. It's tipped. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Aston Niang. There's the 3. And the Jazz with possession here. Outside for Davis. A second chance effort. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. High post shot. They get the rebound. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Utah with the ball. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Mudiay certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
Outside Williams. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, how much do you enjoy watching Derek Favors do his thing? This guy is a super skilled big, fantastic at capitalizing on these opportunities.
Here's Niang. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Mudiay. And the rejection by Favors. Pass to Williams. Here's Ingram. Defended by Mudiay. Ingram outside. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
The Pelicans have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. No good on the free throw. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he sinks the second.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Pass to Moutier. Fires the 3. Second chance shot. Here's Clarkson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Holiday, here we go. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater. And so it's New Orleans, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Now Bradley, following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Out to the right wing. Here's Niang. No points in the game yet for him. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
Here's Clarkson, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Bradley. Nine feet out. It's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Pelicans leading by 9. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
When he's determined to finish, Donovan Mitchell is so good powering through whatever the defense puts in his path.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Pass to Bradley. Back to Ingles. The tray. Utah gets it back. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Outside, Redick. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Mitchell right side. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Drills it from outside. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Outside for Redick. Pass the ball. Tries again. Hayes. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
It's great insight.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Jazz have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Holiday, he has 6. He can't get it to go. And Utah the other way now. On the wing, Ingles. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
The shot by Redick, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Ingles. Got a hand on it. He's with it. They get a hand on it. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Bogdanovich. Hits it from about 6 feet away.
Well, you love to see Bojan Bogdanovich get out and run, get ahead of the defense and score it. That is nice.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Check. Pass to Hart. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's a minute left to play in the first half. Pass to Bogdanovich. Inside. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Now here's Hayes. Covered by Mitchell. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Utah the foul. The Pelicans have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Jazz trailed by 5. Has to go Gobert. Back to Moutier. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And the layup is good. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Hayes. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And so it's New Orleans heading to the bench with it. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Pelicans leading by 7. Back to Hart. To the middle. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. That shot off. Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell wide open. Hits the jumper in space. Mitchell's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Jazz. And the Pelicans with the possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Hart. Outside Jackson. Back to Hart. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Here's Mitchell. It's good. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
You have to prevent Mitchell from driving. This guy too quick and too crafty once he gets into the lane.
Here's Hart. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Bradley. Buries it down low. Bradley's got his first points in this one.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Here's Hart. The 3. Ingles with the rebound.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Now, here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. It's blocked.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Moutier. And Okafor with the block. And he recovers it. Here's Davis. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his first foul. New Orleans leading by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Hart. Shoots over Clarkson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Out to the wing. Niang, that's good.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now, here's Ball. Banked in off the glass. Ball's got 6. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
Good on the second free throw.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And he makes all three. Occupying that instant offense role, Doris, Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Hart, that's good.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And the Jazz call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Jazz trail by 4. Here's Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Donovan Mitchell able to play with both power but also finesse. He's got long arms, big hands. He can do so much on a basketball court.
Here's Hart. Off target from three-point range. And the Jazz with possession here. To the inside. Niang. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Niang's got 5 points now this quarter. And before every game, you see Mitchell working on those skill finishes.
You have to be able to elevate off 1 foot in traffic, something he could not do in college. Now you think about what this guy uses in his toolbox. Floaters, scoop shots, wrong-footed quick releases, and he's absolutely fearless attacking the rim.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Bounce pass for Okafor. Left side, Redick. Okafor trying to get open. Redick with the bucket.
Keeping that mid-range area alive. Redick is fantastic at realizing when to shoot from that spot.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Pelican lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Down low. Pass to Mitchell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here is Ingram. 3 seconds left. And he lays it up and in. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
And it's almost unfair for a 6'9" guy like Ingram to handle the rock like that. Just superb at maneuvering through the D.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. In the corner, it's Clarkson. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Pelicans leading by 7. Outside Holiday. From the top of the key. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
And the first one at the line is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No good on the second free throw. Jazz trail by 8. On the wing, Mitchell. Off target from outside.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Outside Williams. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the floater. And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets it to go.
You simply can't afford to lose sight of Joe Ingles in open space. This guy understands how to take advantage.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound by Williams.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Back to Holiday. Pass to Hart. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Hart's got 11 points here in just the second half. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Clarkson. He's covered by Favors. Got a piece of it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Out to the right wing. Launches it. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Holiday. Over Mitchell. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
On the wing, Mitchell. Goes back up. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Holiday. Utah with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Gobert. Mitchell in the corner. Fires the 3. They get it back to the left side wing. O'Neal misses. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here is Favors. Covered by Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. And Utah the other way now. Baseline jumper. Back to Clarkson. From outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Jordan Clarkson unafraid of the big-time delivery.
Holiday attacking. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Here's Clarkson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. You don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin will see if they can make that adjustment.
Redick with it. Now defended by Mitchell. The shot by Holiday, no good. And now Utah, fast break. And it's Mitchell missing.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Jazz trail by 4. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots. And it's good off the back rim and in. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half. 1:09 left in the fourth. Here's Holiday. Now Okafor. Ingles covering. Bounce pass for Okafor. Goes up at the stripe. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
The Jazz working the ball around now. It's good from long range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
To the right side. Here's O'Neal. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's O'Neal. They get it again. On the wing, Mitchell. Nails the triple.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And at 6'6" ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Utah calls timeout. They're down by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
Here's Bogdanovich. This would tie it. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose.
So Dallas will get the first possession. Doncic outside. Pass to Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball. Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Davis. Doncic with the steal. For the finish. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Anticipating before the play can happen, Luka Doncic gets the break started.
And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next? How can I be better?
Hardaway with a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
He gets it in there.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
The three from Porzingis. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. And it's slammed in by Davis.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
Fast break, the Lakers. James with the ball. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach. Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot. Easy.
LeBron right side. Count that one. LeBron's got 6. Mavericks leading by 3. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Down low. 5 on the clock. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Dallas again missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's James. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Takes it from 10. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Kleba. Now here's Porzingis. Curry on the wing. Right outside. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Here's LeBron following the score by Dallas.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's the floater. And Curry puts it in.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Lakers trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bounce pass from Kuzma. Here's McGee, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Jackson. Now Curry. Guarded by Green. Here's Kleba. Here's Curry with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 5. And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
Here's Davis. That shot missing. And the Mavericks going the other way now. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Porzingis. Curry on the wing. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Kuzma. It's good. Kuzma's got his first basket.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Outside for Curry. It's good from long range. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy. Basket with that setup.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Doris, given how much of last season he missed and how early he came into the league, Porzingis a lot younger than people think.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. Think about it. He becomes an all-star at the age of 22 and already one of the more recognizable faces in the league. It is truly scary to think that in a few years, KP could be miles better than where he is today.
Back to Rondo. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Rondo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Powell. And here is Doncic. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Now LeBron. 8 points for him. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Dallas leading by 8. Out to Hardaway. And another basket for Dallas.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
LeBron drives in. It's rebounded by Doncic. So it's the Mavericks now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. James with it. Hardaway picks him up. And it's Howard finishing it off.
It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
Pass to Brunson. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Howard. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Lakers working the ball around now. Inside. Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
I'll tell you, running the pick and roll to perfection right there is Dwight Howard. Nice, strong roll to the cup.
And Finney Smith gets it to go. Finney Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Kept alive. A second left. Howell. Pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Here's Doncic. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Lakers trail by 7. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Powell with the steal. Doncic with it. He's got 6. That one goes. Count it. Doncic has got 8.
Just another way. Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. They trail by 7. Rondo, bounce pass. Here's Davis. The shot's good. 6 points for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Right outside. To the inside. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Porzingis with the steal to the middle with 4 seconds on the clock. And that's 2 points on the layup. Kleber's got his first bucket in this one. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Rondo. Pass to McGee. Outside Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot goes in. Bradley's got the first field goal of the second half for Los Angeles. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Doncic outside. That 3 off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Outside, Davis. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Porzingis. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Bradley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers trail. Over in the corner, Green. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Outside Hardaway. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
James misses. Dallas leading by 4. And Doncic, here we go. Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 6.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that, Greg. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Now the Lakers on the break. 6 feet out. Davis with the bucket. 8 points for him.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Pass to Hardaway. Over Davis. Great D that time from Davis. Lakers trail by 4. Outside Bradley. Outside for Davis. Uncovered. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Hardaway for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Hardaway has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the man. Here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Here's Davis. Here's Green. Left side, Davis. Over right for the tie, and it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 12 in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball.
Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Pass to Porzingis. This one for three. That one no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Davis in the corner. And here's McGee. Now Bradley. Shot clock at 6. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pass to Kleba. Right with it. Here's Kleba. Guarded by McGee. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
This guy is unguardable in the open floor. When LeBron gets into space, you might as well turn the lights out, Kevin.
Here's Brunson. Dallas again missing. The Lakers another fast break chance right here. And finished off by LeBron.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Outside for Curry. Howard with the steal. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's now 23 points for LeBron.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Pass to Curry. Here's Kleba. The kick out to right. Stolen by Dudley. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, and that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
And in their history, the Dallas Mavericks have never moved up in the draft, and they needed to do so this summer to keep their pick.
Well, you think about it, Greg, they went into it with a little over a 26% chance to move up into the top 4. That did not happen. The Hawks collecting that 10th pick from the Luka Doncic trade.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Caruso. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Dallas making a switch here. So he gets them both. Mavericks trail by 7. Curry outside. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Brunson. Here's Kleba. Dallas moving it around. Curry trying to break free. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Caruso. Now here's Dudley. Again, the Lakers.
And ever since halftime, they played basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Pass to Brunson. Shoots the three. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Sinks the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three. Right. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Here's Porzingis. They need this. That one goes in.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Outside, Green. But they'll get another chance. Here's Caldwell Pope. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Doncic with it. And it's Howard picking him up. Hardaway for three. Here's Caruso. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
There's Green with the three. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Guarded by Green. Here's Doncic. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Howard.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Caruso. Now Howard. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. It's good. And the Lakers lead by 21.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best.
Don't let go of the rope in this one, Clark. Hold on tight, buckle in. A lot of pace, a lot of speed between these two teams.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And if you like popcorn, you better be able to eat it with your head up, because this one will be fast and furious.
Well, then you're talking about yourself, because our fans probably don't know this, but you're eating popcorn all the time during these games.
Hey, I love popcorn, and there's nothing like enjoying fresh popcorn in an arena. It doesn't get better than that.
I know it. Now, here's Matthews following the shot by Chris Paul. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Pass to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. 5 on the clock. Another shot. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Giannis with the layup.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
That's a 2 from Paul. No good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. Paul missing again.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Here's Paul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Al Paul following the three-point attempt by Wesley Matthews. Count that one.
You know, it's really quite remarkable how well Paul operates on the inside. I mean, he's not just a perimeter player. I mean, if he can get in tight, he's going to do it.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Ferguson. Paul outside. They get a hand on it. Out to Gallinari. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Paul. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Paul's got 6 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Pass to Adams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Trying to find some answers. Offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That'll be a 5-second call.
You know, in just his first season with Milwaukee, a huge success for Coach Budenholzer. I mean, came in and led the team to the top seed in the East, gave the franchise a huge boost, and I think they found their leader for the next several years.
Ilyasova can't hit. Pass to Nader. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark for the Bucks. The players said Budenholzer instilled a sense of confidence in the team.
And you know what? Sometimes you have a coaching change, and that injection of a different type of approach and a change in culture can make a big difference. Coach Budenholzer has always shown the ability to get the most out of his roster and shows you what a difference a coach can make.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder outside to the paint. And that one's good. Noel.
Really got to admire the way Noel adjusts after contact. Excellent body control by the big man.
Pass to Lopez. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create
And coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Pass to Muscala. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And stolen by Noel. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. And it's Schroeder missing.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Yeah, you got to chase Korver off that three-point line. When he's in that comfort zone, expect him to knock it down.
Now here's Schroeder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Muscala misses. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The three, Kyle Korver, and that's good. Korver's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Milwaukee. Here's Muscala. Pass to Burton. To the wing right side. Here's Nader. A second chance effort. Here's Noel. Lopez with the block.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, and if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Pass to Hill. The kick out to Brown. And here is Ilyasova, defended by Paul. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Thunder trailing by 3. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Here's Korver for 3. And Paul pulls it down. Tries from 10. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under Coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Lopez. Bucks leading by 7. Pass to Hill. And taken away by Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
you know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Now here's Matthews, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Middleton can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Giannis has got 6.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Here's DiVincenzo after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Schroeder's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
To the inside and stolen by Noel. Schroeder outside. Pass to Paul. Here's Ferguson. 4 on the clock. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Schroeder. Matthews, no good. Here's Paul. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton outside. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 8 points for Giannis.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Gallinari right side. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Matthews gets it to go. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Here's Noel. Over in the corner, Paul. Shoots over Matthews. No good off the front iron. Bucks leading by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark. Here's Oklahoma City. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Middleton outside. And here's Giannis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have got... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Milwaukee leading by 6. It's Matthews on the wing. Middleton outside. The kick out to Lopez. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Schroeder with the ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pass to DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Thunder trailing by 9. It's stolen. Out in his own on the break. Here's DiVincenzo.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Matthews left side. That shot no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Out left to the wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. Now here's Lopez.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
The drive by Paul. Shot clock at 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah, well, what was it? Splash Mountain or something like that? I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the 3-ball.
Here's Gallinari. Count that bucket. Gallinari's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Oklahoma City. Pass to Middleton. Here's DiVincenzo. From deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The kick out to Lopez. Here's Connaughton. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Lopez, no luck. Thunder trailing by 7. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Korver. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. It's stolen by Adams. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Clark, you know, some players just don't need a lot of rest. They could play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come to mind.
And Adams sends it back. Pass to Ilyasova. Now Lopez. That one falls. And the Bucks lead by 7.
A guy that doesn't give up on the glass. Lopez, a real force at rebounding the ball.
Here's Nader. .106 left in the third. Adams misses off the right iron. Bucks leading by 7. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Back to Ilyasova. Pass to Lopez. And he makes good on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
The shot by Beasley, no good. Here's Milwaukee now. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 9 points. The 3. And that one's good from Connaughton. 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's the Thunder with the ball. A 12-point game. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Here's Nader. Here's Adams. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Giannis. It's stolen by Hill. And Giannis throws it down. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
Oh, my
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Gallinari in the corner. And that one hits back iron.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The Bucks working the ball around. Hill has the open look. The Thunder pull it in.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Bucks leading by 13. Pass to DiVincenzo. Kept alive. Here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. That one no good. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Here's Paul. Good.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Down low. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Paul. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Shots good by Middleton.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, the Bucks on offense look to swing things around and pick up the tempo as much as they can.
Well, you know, this team was second in the league in pace. Want to get the ball down the floor and get an easy three or a transition chance. That was their game plan. This approach had them as the 4th best offense in the league last year.
Here's Matthews. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Middleton on the wing. Pocket 6. To the middle. Kicks it out to Giannis. And a miss there on the triple.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Well, last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now, on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Here's Lopez. Middleton outside. Pass to Matthews. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. From deep three-point range. Another miss by Middleton. Thunder trailing by 12. To the inside. And the rejection by Giannis. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Bucket is good.
And, you know, Noel positions himself perfectly on these screens and capitalizes off these sets with a tenacity that is admirable.
Pass to Matthews. Middleton with it. Gallinari covering. Middleton outside. Shoots the three. Doesn't go for him. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. To the paint. Nader's shot's good.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Lopez with the bucket.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
Pass to Baisley. Lopez with the steal. Matthews left side. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Matthews has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks. Gallinari right side. Over Matthews. The offensive rebound. Out to the wing. Pass to Baisley. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Middleton.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Milwaukee.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us.